Hey toy fans, I'm D21Beast and welcome back to my figure review series here on my YouTube channel. And today we're looking at a brand new figure line for my channel and really for everybody. We've got the World of Nintendo figure line released by Jakks Pacific in 2014. And from this particular wave, we're taking a look at Link from the Legend of Zelda franchise. This is a really cool looking toy line and I'm really glad I was able to catch this when I was out toy hunting recently. And I can't wait to review them for you guys today. Let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at that packaging. Coming down the front of the package, you're going to see an image of Link off to the left. As you look towards the right, you will see the World of Nintendo logo. And as we come down the blister card packaging, you are going to see a bubble in the center that houses Link and his accessories, as well as a tease off to the left-hand side that says this Link does come with a mystery accessory. And finally, there at the bottom, it does show the emblem for the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which this particular incarnation of Link is drawn from. Flipping the package around now, as we come down the back of the box, you are going to see that World of Nintendo logo once again on the right. And then towards the center, we do have an image of the figure inside, and on the left-hand side, some images of how Link actually articulates, and to the right, another tease of that mystery accessory. And finally, at the bottom, you have a complete list of all the other figures available in this first wave. Alright guys, well that's the packaging. Let's say we get Link out of his box and see what he's all about. Alright toy fans, here we have Link out of the packaging, and I'm really impressed with how this little figure turned out. Let's go ahead and start by taking a look at that head sculpt. As we can see here, he's got his hair sculpted just like it looks in the game. There's even some stitch work on his sock cap. And his eyes are painted very wonderfully on this figure. He's got his eyebrows painted, and his face sculpt in general just looks just like Link should look. And we come down and he's got this chainmail sculpted in his tunic. He's got his collar painted. He's got the belt work painted. There's more painting on the chainmail here and on his sleeves and on his forearms. Everything that should be painted on this figure is. He's got paintwork on his belt, paintwork and sculpting on his chainmail here, and more of the tunic being sculpted. He's got pouches on the back. I mean, Jakks Pacific went to town on this little Link figure. I'm very happy with what we're getting for the price that you pay for this figure. I'm very impressed. This World of Nintendo Link figure actually comes with 3 different accessories. The first one we're going to take a look at is the Master Sword. And of course, any Link figure should have his trademark Master Sword, and the sculpting is great on this sword. It's also got a lighter color painted on the edge of the blade, and of course the hilt is painted in the proper Master Sword colors, so I'm really happy about that. And then we have this scabbard here that features some navy blue and gold paintwork, and it's got the Triforce emblem sculpted on there. There's a peg in the back because this scabbard fits nicely onto Link's back. We can just plug it in right here through a peg in a hole system. And then of course the Master Sword itself does actually just slide right into the sheath very nicely. So excellent accessory work there. And then of course we have this mystery accessory that was advertised on the front of the box. Now I will be a Moblin's uncle if this thing isn't Link's famous Hylian shield. But what say we try to go ahead and find out what's inside the box. And we're just going to go ahead and give it a little pull here, tear this open. And here it comes, guys. Ah, there we go, the Hylian shield. Well, this thing looks absolutely fantastic. It's got the Triforce sculpted on it. It's got the emblem for Hyrule right there on the shield. It's got the nice paintwork, and on the back, what have we got here? Oh, check this out. Looks like Link can actually slide his arm through the shield and just kind of hold on to that handle. Looks like that may take a bit of finagling. We'll have to work with that. But still, this is a great looking shield accessory, and of course it makes sense that Link would actually come with this. Moving on to articulation, we can see that this Link figure does have a lot of points to move around. As we first start with the Link, we're going to notice here that his head does turn a full 360 degrees. He does have a shoulder hinge that allows his arm to move up and out that far from the body, as well as rotate a full 360 degrees. He does have a sort of a disc joint here at the elbow that allows his arm to move forward that far and back that far. There's also a 360 degree rotation at the elbow. And at the hand, he's got a 360 degree rotation, as well as a hinge that allows his hand to move up and down that far. Also, the hand comes out pretty easily, so you can get him inside the Hylian shield and get that plugged back onto his wrist without any sort of trouble. And the hand just goes right back on just like this. And there we go. And the figure has a rotation here at the torso that turns a full 360 degrees. He does have some hip joints that allow his leg to move forward about that far and back about that far. The tunic kind of gets in the way. There's also hinges allowing his legs to move out from the body that far and back in that far. There's also a full 360 degree rotation at the knee, as well as a hinge that allows his leg to move back that far and forward that far. There's a foot joint that allows his foot to move forward about that far and back that far. There's also a 360 degree rotation at the ankle. And finally, there is an amazing little ankle pivot on this little Link figure. So we are really spoiled in the articulation department on this guy. Also a note, Link's right hand is actually the one that's designed to hold his sword. This is, of course, a Wiimote-controlled version of Link, so he is a right-handed swordsman on this particular figure. And you can see how the handle is angled to make his sword stand up actually a little bit easier when he's doing different poses. Taking a look at the height of this Link figure, we can see that he does stand right at 4 inches tall. For some size comparison, here we have Link standing next to the 20th anniversary Mighty Morphin Red Ranger from the Power Rangers Super Mega Force toy line. And here he is standing next to the Mighty Morphin White Ranger from that same toy line. And here he is standing next to Darth Vader from what's probably the most popular 3 3/4 inch toy line, Star Wars. And finally, here he is standing next to the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine. Alright toy fans, well that's my review of the World of Nintendo Link figure from The Legend of Zelda, released by Jakks Pacific in 2014. And overall, this is a fantastic figure. The paintwork is great, the sculpting is great, the articulation is great, he's even got some really awesome accessories. Everything they could have done right with this figure, they did, including the price point. Most stores are carrying this figure for about $8.99, so for less than $10, you can get an amazing little Nintendo Link figure. And if you've been looking at those Figma figures that are imports and saying, man, those are just way too expensive, you definitely got to run out and find this Link figure. He's a great price, great size, great for your collection, and I can't recommend him enough. Alright guys, well that's my review. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. If you did, please feel free to rate, share, and subscribe. Also be sure to hit me up on Twitter at D21Beast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.